We are today a Nican Tlaca people, an indigenous people, a people without leaders, without heroes, without authentic heritage, without a past or a future, without identity or honor or pride, with oppressors and traitors, with cowards and fools to represent our interest, to present us to the world. We are today filled with drugs and gangs to be our culture, with crime and white supremacy to terrorize us, with poverty and ignorance to keep us slaves, slaves without chains, slaves of the white man, slaves to ignorance and dishonor. We are a lost people, like children orphaned in the streets, like drug addicts desperate for a fix. We are slaves of the white man. And the white man is not our friend. The white man is our master, our jailer, the one who takes our lands and our wealth and keeps us poor and ignorant of the truth, of the crimes against our people. We have been told that we are nothing, mestizos, illegals, indios, hijos de la chingada. We have been told in all of our lands that are called Canada, the US of A, Mexico, Central America, South America, we have been told that we are less than the white people, that we could not have done what they did on our lands, that we are doomed to serve the white man for eternity, that we are nothing without the white man, that we are nothing now, that we were nothing before they came. But we are, in fact, descendants of genius and greatness. We are descendants of creative people, of honor and courage, a people of magnificent accomplishments. But we don't know this. We don't know this in any real sense, in a way that it means something, that it means anything hard and real, and as something that we can grab and hold and take into our hearts. So we behave as if we are nothing, as if we are the inferiors of whites, as if we are a people not worthy of anything. We behave like the ignorant clowns that the white man has made of us. We behave like a dishonorable people. But this is not who we are. We did not make ourselves poor or fools. We did not make ourselves gangsters and drug addicts, a people with no sense of honor. Europeans invaded us, raped and robbed us of our treasuries, stole our lands, enslaved us, and killed the majority of our people with smallpox, their cowardly and dishonorable weapon that they used to defeat us because they had no honorable way to defeat us. They killed 70 to 100 million of our people. 95% of our people were killed. We are the 5% that survived. They destroyed our cities, burned our schools and libraries, executed our leaders and teachers. They did all of this to us in the Caribbean, in Mexico, in Central America, in South America, everywhere on our continent. They did this to us, a people who have a place like Aral in Peru, with pyramids older than Egypt. We are a people who have been civilized longer than Europeans, but we are down. And we must get up to stand up against the terrorism of the Europeans who have dehumanized us. We can be, will be, must be a people of knowledge, courage, of honor, dignity, genius, and grace once again. But this will not happen all by itself. It will not be done by itself. We need to learn to be educated in our interests as a liberated Nican Tlaca people. We need to learn courage, the courage to confront our enemies and the traitors amongst us. We are capable of great things, and our history testifies to our genius. For once we mapped the stars better than Europeans, and created maps of time, calendars, better than the Europeans, and spelled out numbers from 0 to infinity, and made a theology to track the space and time that our Creator had given us, better than the Europeans. We developed medicines and surgeries, sculpture and paintings, and built cities and civilizations. We are capable of being part of that genius once again. We are capable of being educated as honorable warriors, men and women who confront injustices and treason, who confront dishonor and disgrace. We are a people that can reconstruct themselves as collective heroes and leaders. We can reconstruct ourselves by a disciplined measure and remeasure of ourselves, of our history and our accomplishments. We can reconstruct ourselves by weighing and reweighing the morals and honor of our ancestors until we are still invincible in our hearts and courage, until we are once again within distance of the breath and touch of our Creator, so that we will be strong enough in the discipline that will lead our people to an education that liberates all Nican Tlaca. We will have a reconstructed people whose only demand will be a total liberation from the white race. Only total liberation for all Nican Tlaca. Only truth and justice for all of humanity. That is not a lot to ask. We are only demanding the return of our humanity. What should we do? We should study. We should join in the work of educating and liberating our people. That is the work of the Mexica Movement. When do we do it? Now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is for fools and slaves. Tomorrow is for never, for cowards and liars. Do it now. Your heart knows it must be now. Our descendants who will be free in the future are depending on you right now, not tomorrow. We are only demanding the return of our full humanity. That is not a lot to ask of a people.